Let's talk about teams. So today we are here at your company, actually.
Yes.
So we are together with Michael and Carsten again. And we had a discussion about what we should talk about in this session. And since we now have the new Team Rooms sales badge out, and of course you have done it already.
No,
right?
I haven't had the time for it yet, but I must admit it's the third year it's out there.
I think it's the third year that we have the sales badge.
Yes.
So there's a sales badge, there's a technical badge.
Yeah.
This year there's now the sales badge out. The technical will come out a bit later.
Yeah, normally it's together with a boot camp. So
Yeah,
boot camp,
afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
Team-
It does help to actually look at the trainings. If you don't look at the trainings, then you can guess, but there's like quite a lot of questions.
But I quite like the material that's been developed together with the bootcamp normally, and also to the sales track, the exam and the stuff about it is just, it's really good information about how you're pitching in the license model sometimes, because when you are focused out in the field selling equipment, sometimes you forget about the license part, and this is really a reminder of the stuff, right? So
Yeah. But I guess it also depends on who you are as a reseller.
Yes, exactly.
Do you actually sell the license yourself? Or are you more like an AV integration company that don't sell the license? Then
Then
of
just
course.
say we want the pro license and go figure out.
But still, if you're an AV integrator and you don't sell license, it's in the technical part you will adapt into some of the issues that could be with the routing of the network. Where should you be, and how do you make sure you have the best possible connection to the first front door, and that kind of stuff is just you're scratching in the surface of it, and if you want to dig deeper, you need to take a MS 700, 720 or something like that. But
It's really good that you get it. And
Yeah.
some of the community work I'm doing is actually also talk about the license. What is different? Why do you need it? What kind of functionalities and features and so on? And yeah, it has nothing to do with sales, but it's really an interesting point. But yeah,
No, but it kind of makes sense even for the salespersons that they are aware of the different license
They need
models
to be aware of it.
and
Yeah,
what
yeah.
are the feature sets, because like previously we had the discussion, are this feature actually available in the pro license because it can do it, but yeah, it's not supported in the pro license, so it might disappear.
and especially in those security days. Again, I know I mentioned security a lot, but it is. I mean,
It's
it is
so
a key
boring,
point.
but
yeah, we can't get out of it.
No, of course. No, I would still say, like Microsoft said in the start, there's only one license. That's the Pro license.
yeah,
I'm fully aware that you can have up to 25 basic licenses. That works fine for a really small company. And it also worked fine in a POC setup.
POC.
No,
but I still have
no.
You don't have the same setup, and I still have to say. The basic license doesn't have any security features. We don't have Intunes.
But
we don't have conditional access.
and if you're making a POC, then there's still missing some features you want to test out. So yeah,
And the
Yeah.
problem when you
Yeah,
go
I
from
agree.
POC to production, then you put a license top of it and you haven't checked.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to basic, only one license. No license.
So easy.
Yeah. Anyway, you have taken the sales badge.
Yeah, I took the sales.
How's the exam? What are
It's
the
so
steps?
easy.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Next.
100% no.
Yeah.
No, I would say it's always good to go to the exam, not because of the exam, basically more to try to understand how Microsoft is thinking and what is the go-to-market model. There's a lot of partner stuff in there as well, and then of course there's not technical, but you still need to understand what are the terms. So, for instance,
are they talking about the meeting room itself also? So acoustic, light, and you have to take that into consideration.
not much about acoustic and light, but there was some things about the environment, the furnitures and stuff like that. So basically, like for instance, what is Signature Room about?
That's actually interesting. That's becoming part of the badge now. That because I mean. Now we are moving away from the technical devices, software, and so on. So that's really good.
But I would also say there's something that I really don't like, and it might be because I didn't do the training before I did the exams. That is like all the questions about percentages.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it makes sense to have an understanding of how the development is. For instance, on did the meetings go up? Did the chat go up? Did the mails go down? Or did they go up? Of course, it makes sense to have an understanding of that, but to actually remember the exact numbers.
Or 88%. It's
But you have to remember it's a sales batch.
Yeah.
And when it's a sales batch and you need to rely on some data when you're selling stuff, you cannot just figure a number out. You need to have some valid data, and Microsoft had the data, right? So that's what they're trying to tell you guys.
Again, it depends if you're the sales guys or the techniques, but I totally agree. It makes sense. You need to have and something to be enlightened on. You need to know your raw data.
Exactly.
So,
as long as the salesperson don't go out and say, "Do you know that now it's 13% of the meeting rooms that are equipped?"
you save $4.2.
Really depends on who make the survey.
Yeah.
I think it's actually 15 in the exam. another exam is 13. So, but anyway, I think it's good that Microsoft does it. It does also give a lot of attention. We see like on LinkedIn all the
conferences as well also
popping up. So it kind of makes sense, and I really do love that Microsoft do a huge effort in doing trainings.
But is it only focused on Teams Room, or are they scratching the surface on the premium license as well, the license models on the Teams?
It's focused on Teams Rooms.
Okay, because...
Or at least I didn't go get those questions.
No.
So there's like a bunch of questions, and you got, can't remember, maybe 40 questions, I think it is. And you need 80% to get it
approved.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Michael, when will you do it? And remember, now it's recorded.
Maybe later today. I have a train ride home today, so I have 3 hours train ride home. So I have plenty of time.
So when we are putting this video on LinkedIn, you can have a comment.
I did it. I need to write on my shirt. I did it. So
Go on, post it underneath the recording. Okay. Yeah. But I would say, like, to end this one off, I think it's really good that Microsoft does this kind of training. It does also give some attention when you post the batch on LinkedIn and share that information. Not because you want to brag about it yourself, but more to invite more people into doing the training and the exam. So with that said, this was Let's Talk About Teams regarding the new sales for Teams Rooms batch.